Please like, subscribe, and notification bell, and we'll be all set. We are back with another video. We got 2 clips from TikTok. The first one is going to be Darren Jackson, King Panda himself. He is back. I don't know how this dude is back on the internet after the whole cheating scandal and then his wife going online, making herself looking crazier than the situation her and her husband are in the beginning. But hey, here we are.
That's what trips me out. It's like we say women got the unrealistic expectations, and some of them do. Okay. But ain't nobody got more unicorn, fairy tale, Dora the Explorer expectations of the opposite sex than us, men. Yeah. Again, some women do expect a man to be 6 feet tall and make 6 figures and have a 6-pack abs, and that's unrealistic for most men. But I know like 10 dudes already that fit into that category. All you got to do is have a good job and some good genetics, and you're straight. Anecdotal. But look at us. Like, what do we expect of a woman? She got to be a virgin, but she got to be a freak. She got to pay half the bills, but she got to do 100% of the cleaning, the cooking, all raising. She got to be exhausted from all of that, you know, all the cooking and washing and cleaning and all that good stuff, and still be horny enough to meet our sexual needs and get a good night's rest, but also wake up in the middle of the night in case we want some head and a turkey sandwich. She also got to give birth to all our babies because, you know, we got to have that legacy. But then she can't have no stretch marks, and she got to lose that baby weight in 30 days or less. And then she got to do it while fighting postpartum depression by herself, because we're going to tell her she having an attitude or something like that, because all we thinking about is we ain't got no vagina in the last 6 weeks that she got to take to heal. Extreme. That ain't it. Then she can get older, but she can't look older. Otherwise, we're going to say that she's falling off. Like, the list goes on, but just tell me something. How many women do you know that fit into that category? None. So who really got the unrealistic expectations?
Darren Jackson's audience is women. And one thing that he has adopted, whether purposely or not, is more than likely purposely, is the style in which women talk. He even talks in some ways like a woman. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. I mean that he talks in extremes. That's something that women tend to do. If you have a problem with a woman and you ask her, hey, yo, can you be quiet for a second? Oh, so you just want me to shut the fuck up? You don't want me to ever say a word. Like, did I say that? No, that's an extreme. He had contradicted himself in the very beginning of the video by saying a lot of women have unrealistic expectations. Want a dude that's 6 foot, has a 6-pack, and makes 6 figures. He said that majority of men won't be able to make that mark. And then immediately follows it by saying he knows 10 dudes, which is anecdotal experience, and it's all cap. I know tons of people. I know a lot of people. Like, it's all cap, by the way. But even if he did know 10 people, that's 10 people. It's on a planet of a population with 8 billion. Like, what is that? He then turns around and says, well, all you need is a good job in genetics. Like, good job, yeah. What the hell can you do about genetics? If your dad is only 5'5", what's the likelihood of you being 6'2"? It's some truth in what he's saying, but the vast majority of it is extremes. Man saying that you can't have any stretch marks. No, dudes just don't want you super fat. Saying that you gotta lose the baby weight in 30 days. No, dudes just don't want you to be fat for 5 years and saying, I'm still fat because of the baby, and your baby a goddamn first grader. Saying guys expect virgins. Dudes don't expect virgins. Dudes just don't want sluts. It's common sense, but he's just pandering to his crowd. Let's go to the second clip.
So, my fiance dumped me and called off our wedding.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm on the other side of that now. It needed to happen. Keep it a buck with you. But I have been crying a lot. So to stop myself from doing that and make myself feel a little bit better, I decided to make an ick list.
I don't think you're over it.
And I wanted to share it with you guys because this is the beginning of my unhinged era. I think when your engagement gets called off, it's the only time.
Uh-oh. Drinking and
that
posting.
You get to act crazy and like nobody can really like bother you about it. But I want to share that list. Y'all will not believe this. This, like, if anything, you should say, like, Andy, ick to you for dealing with this shit. Slept in the bed with his sister until he was 22 years old.
Oh, this thing she's disparaging him. This was okay. Got it.
Ask anyone. I swear to God. No money. Bank account negative every 2 weeks. His mom is like constantly like, hey, do you need anything? Do you need anything? You want to get a job? Maybe not important. I'm always crying every single day.
Crazy person.
5 days a week, which is like a like not every single day, but like that's a lot. Sex dreams about his sister, right? What the Andy? What? Okay. Continue.
But you're making videos, man. That he left
about his parents, and I mean anything. Like I gotta print out this piece of paper. Better call up mom. Can't figure out how to press submit without somebody doing it for me. I mean, like. Literally. Okay, anyway. Had no job or place to live when we started dating. And that should have been my main thing. Like, the Bible even says a man needs a job and a place to stay before he's supposed to have a woman. That ain't necessarily true. But, like, that's what they say, you know. Adam had that. Continue. Kept leaving jobs, y'all. In the 10 months we were engaged, this man worked 5 places. I'm not kidding. Left me to struggle while he played Fortnite. He would be home playing Fortnite with his cousins, and I would come home like crying about the fact that like I just felt like I didn't have the life that I had thought for myself and whatnot. And he would just be like, do you mind if I put my headphones back on? I'd be like sobbing. He'd be like, I'm actually playing Fortnite with my cousin. Is it okay if I put my headphones back on? So yeah, enjoy that. And can't read. That's dramatic, but can't read well and took a super long time to learn. Concerningly long. Like I was hoping that because I was gifted, it would balance the kids out. Dead ass. What? Okay.
I'm not shaking my head about his reading difficulties. I'm shaking my head at the fact that she thinks she's clowning him.
Also, did not pay rent January through April. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, what was I doing? I don't know. Doesn't matter now.
People like her are funny, man. I've said that before on this channel. And it seems to be something that women tend to do more than men. I'm sure some men have done it as well. This tends to be something that a woman usually does. And that's go online and vent. Something that I always speak against on this podcast and talk about how shitty her boyfriend or ex-husband or a child's father. They do this and then go into extreme details talking about this man can't read. He had sex dreams about his sister and all kind of weird shit. But they fail to realize the most basic thing. You are what you attract. And if your ex-boyfriend or fiance who you've been sitting up and you stated you've been crying 5 days a week about this man, you're the one who's heartbroken. He doesn't want to be with you. So if he's all these disgusting things, if he can't read, if he can't keep a job, he plays video games all day, he sounds extremely unproductive. Why in the fuck are you with him then? Because you can't do any better. And I'm not trying to knock you. Y'all two pair the fuck up and have babies and hopefully they can read and have a good lifetime. But I just find it so funny that these women go online and bash these dudes as if it's no reflection of them. It's like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. I used to be on Twitter a lot. I'm off it now, man. Like Twitter's a cesspool. But there used to be this thing where like women would go, and it happens every now and then, like maybe like once a year or something. This trend will happen when women, they'll make a thread and it's like, they're talking about how nasty their boyfriend is. Like their boyfriend or a dude they've been in with, how they were so disgusting, like didn't wash up and yada, yada, yada. And wouldn't take a bath for a week and stuff like that. Graphics, they would go into detail with like this graphic stuff. And they'd be roasting the guy. And it's all funny, but it would be all women, obviously. And all the men would come in there and say, yeah, how long was you with this dude? 6 years. You stayed with this piss smelling motherfucker. So you stayed with this dude who was extremely dirty and filthy, didn't wash his butt. And he was so disgusting that you and these ladies are getting all these laughs off of, but you stayed with him for 5 years. What does that say about you? You're disgusting. So it's the same exact logic, man. If this dude was this terrible and this bad, you wouldn't be crying about him. His departure from your life would be uplifting if this was the case, but no, it wasn't. He broke up with you and now you're drinking, making videos on TikTok, crying about the shit. But hey, what the hell do I know? This is the Pothead talking on YouTube. You guys let me know what you think after party in the comments. My name's Theodore Cooper, but you can
call me bitch.
Do better.